James, Fit for Beauty is a horse you're riding on the weekend. I thought he was an impressive winner last time.
Yeah, he was really good, and he's a horse that I feel that obviously John's got a good handle of him. He'll keep improving through the grades, and with more race experience will only do him the world of good. So he's a nice progressive horse.
I know you've only got light exposure to him, but he had the hood on last time. Was the thinking with John and the connections that probably aided him?
Yeah, for sure, just to settle him down and get his racing manners in A1 order, but yeah, it seemed to work well.
Naturally, he's gone up a bit in the weights, but he does look, I think, as you mentioned, that typical sort of John-sized progressive horse, isn't he?
Yeah, he definitely feels that way, and I expect another bold showing. As long as he gets a nice economical trip in transit, he'll be good to go.
Caris King Resilience is a ride for you upcoming for David Hayes. He's having another go on the all-weather. How happy were you with his return last time?
Yeah, Nick, his last trial was good. Even his trial in Chungfa was nice on the all-weather track. And I think the horse, after the little break he had, he's come back more mature. And we are happy with everything he's done so far.
Just on that return run, I mean, he just sort of looked as if perhaps he sort of knocked up a little bit late, but he runs off the same mark here, and I guess he'll come on for the run, won't he?
Yeah, sure. I mean, his first run was okay. I thought his last win was good last season, where he dug down nicely and to win a nice race. And I think the horse have the ability. He's just a very immature horse, and he's getting better. So looking forward for him to come back to races again.
He's shown good pace, Karis, in some of his races. I mean, he has gone forward, but you sort of settled him off the lead in the trial. I guess he can run that way, and also secondly, he's worth another go on the all-weather, isn't he? His only run was sixth previously. Yeah,
sure. Especially when he's trialing so well on it. I think this is why David had decided to put his first run on the all-weather track. I think he's going to have a good chance because he's got that natural speed where it will help him on the track. All depend on the draw he gets, but I think he can overcome any draw he gets.
David, you got Swift Descent lining up on the all-weather. I thought he was a fascinating runner, trying the surface for the first time.
Yeah, always wanted to do it. Probably the right sort of opportunity hadn't presented, but this race was 3 weeks after his really good first up run, and was keen to try. Yeah.
Just when it comes to sort of trialling, I know we trialled predominantly on the all-weather here, and obviously a lot of horses would have, galloped on it and trialled on it. How much of a guide can it give you? I guess it's obviously the number one guide to trying the surface, but I guess you don't know under race conditions.
You don't know. I mean, I think, if they have regularly trialled on it and performed well and always pulled up, well from it, and kickbacks, something that a lot of horses may not enjoy early on when they're not used to it, but do get used to it. His run style is probably going to be the most concerning part of it, I suppose. He's a horse who does generally sort of sit sort of midfield or worse. So a draw will be important, but I just always felt he'd really quickened well on it when he's trialled.
You mentioned that first up run, very pleasing, the way the manner in which he closed off, and it was a very nice first up run, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I believe, he is up to that grade. He's on the cusp and has been for a while. But I think his first up run showed that if everything went his way, which it needs to in Class 2 to win, that he is up to it.
Yeah, he's run some solid races, hasn't he, off the mark. And, of course, a special horse for the stable. He won 3 for you last season, so it will certainly be nice to get one on the board this early on, I suppose. But always a special horse for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, he was our first winner too, so, he sort of put us on the map and strung a few together. And, we owe him a lot, and his owners who supported us.
Richard, LOCH, very lightly racehorse here in Hong Kong, but did extremely well last time up in trip to the 1650. Switched to the all-weather, seemed to work the oracle.
Yeah, exactly. He's a good travelling horse. He got himself in a real good pitch that day and responded well for pressure.
I wanted to ask you, watching him back up the straight, was he probably not fully applying himself? He just had sort of an inclination to lug in a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he's in a habit of lugging in. He's done it in his trials. I actually thought once we got into full flight. He actually improved in the last 100 metres. He was straightening up. So hopefully he can get to terms with it all and improve on that and see where we can go.
And the switch to the surface clearly has worked well for him. I mean, he trialled nicely on it beforehand. So I guess even at his odds of 20 to 1, it probably wasn't the biggest surprise in the world.
No, his trials were okay. And as I say, we had an okay draw that day. So hopefully the weekend we can get another good sit and hopefully he can come forward.
Yeah, I think punters alike might be a bit more aware of him this time. And I must say, talking of surprises, Happy Valley on Wednesday night, Blue Illusion. That was a bit of a shock win, but a good win nevertheless.
Yeah, big prize. He looked well. Very grateful to get a spin on him. And yeah, obviously, again, he's lightly raced and could well go forward.
Zach, you're running Little Paradise once again for Jimmy Ting. You teamed up in the week for a win. First go over the 14 last time was a good effort and defeat, I thought.
Yeah, really good. He drew awkward. He didn't have the smoothest of runs. When the pace backed off, the horse tried to make that mid-race move around me and I had to pop back out. I thought all in all he did a really good job. He was still fighting there on the line, so if he can just get a smoother run and an easier time of things, he could easily atone.
Yeah, I thought the sort of the impression he gave late on was very good there, having covered that extra ground. Form's worked out okay. The boombox ran down the field, so he's won since. So all in all, it does look positive coming out of it.
It was a messy race, so yeah, I think there are a few hard luck stories there, but I'm just more worried about my horse, and I think he's going well, so hopefully he can get it done.
Given he's a nice 4-year-old, I know there's still plenty of water to go under, but is the trainer thought maybe sort of a 4-year-old mile if he sort of goes through all the tests well?
Well, maybe. The same owner's had Little Bridge, who was a sprinter, and they ran him in the Derby, so I dare say if he's got the rating, he's going to be running there.